everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is another collaboration video as part of this series that all of my friends and I are doing, and this one is dedicated to Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers. I will link her channel down below. Please go follow her. She's just hit 1,000 subscribers as I'm starting this, and I'm so excited for her because she's just a wonderful person. She is another fellow Aussie booktuber and she reads such a range and big variety of different types of books, so she really is for everyone, and she's just so funny, and I just love her so much. So if you aren't following her, go do that now and then we'll get into the video. So if you haven't seen one of these videos before, I've done 2 in the past, and everyone that's done these has uploaded the same videos, seeing if we can trust our closest bookish friends' favorite books or recommendations. So we've done this with Brittany to begin with, and then we did Crystal, and now we're up to Nicole. Very exciting that we get to read for her, and we're all going to be reading the same book, one of the same books. So that one is The Bandit Queens, which I knew was going to be her book that she makes us read because I just associate this book with her and she loves it. I have no idea what it's about really, so I'm interested to see that. And then I'm also going to be reading 2 other books, and the first one that I'm starting with is The Year of Yes by F.R.I.E.N.D.S, and this is a non-fiction, and I'm really interested to see because I absolutely love Shonda. I love Grey's Anatomy with a massive passion, and also Bridgerton because she knows how to write men and relationships so well. So I want to take a deep dive into her mind, and I'm not sure if it's like a memoir or reflecting on a year of her life because I have started it, and she's like said a few things about herself and like why she's doing a year of yes because she always says no, and she's kind of been brought up saying like don't say yes to everything, always say no kind of thing. So I'm really interested to see what this is about and how it goes, and get to know a little bit more behind the person that has written some of my favorite characters ever on TV. So that's great. And then the other book I'm going to read is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, classic. And I was going to read this alongside Jane Eyre because those 2 are some of Nicole's favorites, and I need to get back into reading some classics. I do have Jane Eyre down here. I won't get her out because she's got Darth Vader and Yoda standing on her, so I'll leave her be for now. Or baby Yoda. But those are the books that I'm going to be reading in this vlog. I'm really excited. I'm filming this at the time of Amazing Readathon, so I'm going to get some books for my team as well, just because this is going up at the end of July, but I want to be prepared, and I thought may as well get ahead now. And I've got all of these on audio, so there'll be really great books for me to just listen to whilst doing other things. And yeah, I can't wait to share my thoughts. Please go make sure you're subscribed to every single person that's associated with these videos because they are all amazing people. They all are just incredible, and hopefully I can trust Nicole, but if I can't, don't worry. That's probably just my personal opinion. I have very different opinions sometimes. But I have a good feeling about this one. I feel like the books that she's chosen for me and recommended are books that I'm going to like, so I'm excited. But nonetheless, let's get into the video, and I will update you next time I read a little bit more of Shonda's book. Hello, I'm looking like a hot mess right now, but I thought I would pop on here as I'm making some invitations. They actually are looking so cute. Like, look at them. I love them. They're my save the dates, not invitations. I've put magnets on the back with the help of Owen. And then the writing, I'll just show you this one. I can't really show you. They're all my family's names but the font's really nice. Let me just say that. So that's what that sound is in the background. The cricket is going off this evening because I'm going to send these out tomorrow finally. I was supposed to do this like months ago, but this is the actual right time to do it, so I've actually waited. So anyway, that's besides the point. I'm currently listening to Year of Yes by F.R.I.E.N.D.S, and I'm really enjoying it. And I feel like maybe if I had children and had more of a career and a whole like life going on like that I would relate to it a bit more, but because I don't have that like excessive workload and just like being pulled in so many directions, like she is connecting with it as much, but I'm still really enjoying it and really liking her thoughts and her opinions and the ways like she feels up and down about things going on in her life and how everything can't be given her 100%. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, but I just wanted to come on here and say that whilst I'm doing this. And now I've got to go back and continue, so wish me luck. Hello, so I just finished the Year of Yes and I'm very happy with it. I'm not sure what I'm going to rate it. I feel like I'm going to do a 5-star, because maybe a 4-star, because if I don't know that it's a 5-star, then it's not a 5-star. But I honestly loved that. I knew nothing really about Shonda, and it's so interesting to see her characters that she's written come through. And what was a main feature of this book was her talking about Christina Yang and how she's her person, and I absolutely love that, and I can see that through like everything she's doing. And I just really enjoyed listening to her talk about her life in such a different way than a lot of other people think about it. And she like, what is that? And she just knew it was awesome. Like, she knew she was awesome, and I appreciate that so much. I love that level of self-confidence, and like, she deserved it. And for her to go through this Year of Yes and use it in different ways to make her life better and to find herself really worked for her. And I just honestly loved it so much. I just couldn't get enough of it. Couldn't get enough of her talking about how amazing she is. And I know some people probably won't like that, and she like acknowledged that she's like, yep, I'm gonna toot my own horn, but like, so she should. And I really found it interesting her talking about getting married and stuff. Like, she is 100% an independent woman, and she came to realize that she like didn't need no man, and the fact that everyone else around her didn't think like she was amazing until she found a man was ridiculous. Like, she had won so many awards, she was taking over television, and like had 3 shows going on. She had 3 shows going on at the same time that were all like doing incredibly well, and no one even thought she had it all until she found a man that loved her. And it's just like, are you serious? So yeah, it was all very interesting, and I love the way she told it. She's a story writer, and she says I just lie all the time because I'm always writing. And I really also enjoyed the fact that the characters she's written for these shows and just she's made up have been with her since she was younger, because she's always been writing. And I think that's incredible. Like, they've developed, and Christina Yang is literally her best friend, and she really goes into depth about Sandra Oh leaving the show, that rhymed, and how that really affected her, because it was like her best friend was leaving her. And yeah, that was incredible. And I do enjoy the fact that Christina was her person and not Meredith. But you can see her life coming through all of those characters. I really see that now. Like, she adopted children, just like Meredith and Derek do, and just her thoughts on marriage and all of that stuff. Like, it really does shine through. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I loved it. I feel like I'm a woman now. I feel like I wasn't a woman before that. I feel like I couldn't be an independent woman until I listened to that. And now I feel like I could do anything, when in fact I'm just going to sit here and continue reading. So there's that. But yeah, great pick for me, Nicole. And she didn't pick that personally for me, but I feel like she would have if she knew how much I love Greys and stuff, and like Shonda in general. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. You can definitely trust Nicole with that one. And honestly, I don't think I would have thought that's something that you would have enjoyed. Like, I didn't know. I know you like Bridgerton, I think, but I didn't know if you watch Greys and stuff. So yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for putting that in my life. So now I'm going to have a little bit of a break, and we're going to come back to some of the books that Nicole has recommended me in a few more weeks. So you will see me in a little while longer because I'm going to finish the Amazing Readathon because I'm getting a bit overwhelmed with the amount of books I'm going to be reading. So yeah, we're going to come back to Nicole in July, maybe the end of June. I've got like 2 weeks left of June, so like even by the end of like next week or something, but just like having a little bit of a break to get my stuff in order for Tar, and then we will be back. So I hope that I have actually done this right. So I hope that I finished Tar on a good note and I'm not burnt out. So we'll see. But 2 more books for Nicole. It's totally doable and it'll be fine. But yeah, I'll see you in the next clip.
Hello. So you're in my cupboard. I thought I'm making a snack right now. I'm making Vegemite, and I thought I'd share with you because it's Nicole's vlog. Nicole is Australian. I'm Australian. And this is one of my favorite snacks. So we have a big old tub of Vegemite that is like pretty much empty because I love Vegemite. And I'm going to show you how to properly spread Vegemite because no one that ever tries it does it right. Yeah. So I'm putting them on Cruskets, which I also love. I don't know if these are an Australian thing. I feel like they might be. They're quite healthy. You can put like literally anything on it. Like there's got bananas, cream cheese, ricotta, salmon, avocado, like, you know, anything. And so I have my Cruskets buttered, and now I'm just going to spread on my Vegemite. I've got like, honestly, probably too much on here, but I'm gonna spread it in a way that's like good. So watch me do this. So I've just got it here and I've like already put a little bit on, but like honestly that's too much. I just put like that much on, I would say. Probably that's too much there. And I just scrape off the leftovers. I think that's like a perfect amount for it, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, and then I'll just put the rest on the side. So that was actually a good amount for both of them. Honestly, I don't mind having too much on there, but just to show you, this is the perfect amount if you want to enjoy it. And then with that, I'm going to also put some cheese, which is from Coles, so also Australian. Just cut it in half and put it on there. There you go. An Australian snack. Really not that crazy or anything, but you know, if you're looking to try Vegemite, please try it with the least amount of Vegemite as possible because it is very salty, very yeasty, if that sounds right. And you don't want to be coughing up a lung after you have it, but it is so good with heaps of butter and the right spread. So yeah, there you go. Cooking lessons with me. Who would have thought? Hello. So I just started the Bandit Queens and I'm not sure what to feel yet. So I think this is going to take me a little while to get into. It's not the sort of book that I usually lean towards or pick up, and I definitely wouldn't be reading this if it wasn't for Nicole. So I'm interested to see how I feel about it. But I don't know, I'm liking it so far. I'm not disliking it, but I'm just not sure like what's happening and like how I feel about it. So I will check back in with you when I have actual thoughts. This was pretty much a pointless review of me telling you just that I've started it and that I don't know what's happening with the book or my head. But I think it's just because I need to go to bed. I will continue this tomorrow. Hello, Nicole. On sprints right now, reading The Bandit Queens, and you don't even know about it. Hello. So I have been listening to The Bandit Queens and I'm really enjoying this book. It is nothing like I thought it was going to be like. I don't know what I thought, but it really wasn't this. I didn't realize that it had such a heavy focus on India and Indian women and Hindu women and their caste system. And this is something that I really learnt in school because I did religion, and one of the religions we learnt was Hinduism, along with Buddhism, and we did Christianity, Islam. Yeah, I think the main three were Buddhism, Hinduism, and Islam. And I really enjoyed learning about each of these, but I specifically loved Hinduism. And so to see this, because I haven't really thought about it since, and I mean, that is kind of like my social situation. Like, I am obviously not Hindu, and I don't really have anyone in my life that is Hindu, but it is such a big part of the world. Population is Hindu. So I think it's really something that we all should be aware of, and we all should like know some things about, and especially the fact that it basically makes up their entire society. And this book heavily focuses on being a Hindu woman and a Muslim woman as well, Muslim women, because I just did not see that coming. I didn't expect that, and I think because I knew nothing going in, I couldn't have expected that. But I'm just loving this. I'm loving all of the characters. I am really enjoying the fact that we get such strong female leads from different perspectives, like people thinking that they're doing the right thing by their caste. That actually blurred out the background. What type of setting am I on? This is cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, so the Hindu caste system is something that I've been really interested in growing up and learning this throughout like my high school. And to see it personified in this way and realistically as well, because we did really focus on gods and all of like Shiva and all of that stuff. Like, I really found that interesting. But now seeing these women who have been brought up to think that to be a good wife, like a good woman, is to be a good wife, a good mother. And then we get introduced to this character that doesn't want any of those things due to circumstance. But it's interesting to see the different perspectives of why they think they're right and why the other people think they're right, and just how that kind of all comes to be is really cool. And honestly, I'm just really enjoying it. The characters are feisty in their own ways, and it has a lot of aspects that I won't say, but I was not expecting. And it kind of defies morals about murder, and I really appreciated that because it is such a hard topic to discuss, and ethically and morally it's interesting to see like what's okay and what's not. And I think this book does a really good job of talking about that. But yeah, overall I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a good time, and this camera setting is freaking me out. Let me know if you guys feel weird about this, because it's just got like those little things around my head so it focuses, but I think it's too much. It's kind of giving me a headache. Read it. I'm gonna go listen some more. I'll probably finish it maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. And then I just have one more book to go, which I actually got the audio and the ebook for, which I'm really excited. And yeah, I've heard lots of great things. Chris was hyping it up in the sprints the other day, so I am expecting big things. So yeah, and apparently it's Nicole's favorite Bronte book. Is that right? With a close second is Jane Eyre. I think I know my friends. We'll see about that. Nicole's commenting right now. That is not correct. But yeah, I'm gonna go listen to it, and we'll see how we go. We'll see how this ends. Kind of like a third of the way through, there was almost a feeling like this book could be over, but then it was kind of like that part finished and a new part began. I don't know if anyone else got that vibe, but I really felt like, what else is happening here? I thought we've done what we needed to do. But I guess at that point in time, there was no character development really. And now
because of that situation. Lots of things have happened, but it's really hard to explain without going into spoilers. And I really think that you need to go into this book without really knowing anything, because I really appreciated that. I'm not sure how everyone else is feeling. I'm not sure if everyone else knew what they were going into. Like, I didn't read a blurb or anything. I've just heard Nicole talking about it and saying how great it is, and that's really all I've heard. So I'm interested to see what everyone else says, because I feel like this is such a different book, and not a book I would normally read, but something I am really enjoying, and I don't know really why I'm enjoying it. It's well written. It is really well written, and I just have such a, I don't know, I have like inspiration from her voice. Like, the writer's voice is coming out through this really well, and it's just making me feel like a strong ass woman. And yeah, I just love all the like the little relationships with all the women they have. Like, it's so funny to me, and like the little quirks the characters have. I think this is really well done, and yeah, I'm having a good time. Thank you, Nicole, for this. Didn't know I needed it, but I do, so I appreciate it. Hello. So I'm now about to start the Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Bronte, and I'm excited. It's one of the first classics I've read in a really long time, so I'm nervous about that aspect, but I'm still excited, and I'm going to be listening and reading it at the same time. But for now, I'm going to start by listening to it because I'm about to rearrange my bookshelves, and I needed something, and this is the book I need to read as soon as possible. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to film a little bit, but most of this little part will be in my bookshelf reorganization video. So if you're curious about that, that will be maybe linked down below. I feel like it will be coming. I think it'll be after this video. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. And yeah, I'm excited about this one. I don't really have any preconceived ideas of what I'm feeling about this one, but yeah, I don't know what it's about. Like, I really don't. Just that Nicole recommended it to me, said it's her favourite classic ever, with Jane Eyre being a close second. So I think we're in for a good time. So far, Nicole has done an amazing job, and I can fully trust her with recommendations. I've had an amazing time reading these books. So yeah, we're going to continue on, and wish me luck for this bookshelf reorganization, because I need it. I think I might need to make another coffee to get me through this. It's gonna be fun. Hello friends, I just finished The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, and overall I really enjoyed this book. I kind of didn't update you guys, I apologize, because I was just listening to it and redoing my shelves. You'll get a sneak peek of this in my, I think maybe next video, we'll see. And I liked it. It was good. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 star, maybe like a 3.75 if I'm being really specific. I can't believe that Nicole gave me 3 books that are feminist as heck. How good is Nicole? I was like looking up and researching a little bit more about this book, because it's by Anne Bronte, which is the lesser known and popular Bronte sister. So I was like intrigued about what other people thought and like what the reviews were overall. But what I came to realize, that apparently the first feminist novels ever, and it was like so ahead of its time, which really shone through this book. I think what took me away from the story a little bit was kind of the chopping and changing between like flashback, diary entry, and then like present. But I really enjoyed the themes of this book, and the fact that it really dived really deep into marital situations and being autonomous in yourself, and just, you know, having to rely on a man, which I think has been a very big theme of this vlog. And the fact that like divorce wasn't a thing back then, and like marital rape and all of that stuff was definitely a thing in this book. So yeah, I just think it was ahead of its time, and I really enjoyed reading it, and I had a good time. yeah, I think I need a break now. I also think I wasn't in the mood for a classic. I really just wanted to read like fantasy romance at the moment, and because I left this to the last minute, I thought I was fine, and then all of a sudden this date crept up on me. There was that issue of me being not in the mood to read this book, so that was a thing, so that might have affected my overall enjoyment. But honestly, it's one of the better classics I've read, and it was almost made me feel like I didn't feel confused or anything by the writing, which I really do appreciate with classics, because sometimes they're just like ridiculously overcomplicated and like too much talking's going on. But this one I feel like was a good length and a good time. That concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that everyone else enjoyed their books during Nicole's time. Really excited to continue doing this for all of the friends. I'm scared for my time, which it's slowly approaching. Every time I don't get spun on the wheel, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to wait even longer with this like anxious feeling. I have to choose books for people to enjoy, but it's going to be fun and I'm really looking forward to it next month as well. And yeah, we've had a bit of a break because of TAR, so it's nice to get back into the swing of things with these vlogs. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. If you're not already, go subscribe to myself and all of the lovely people that are to do with this vlog, and especially Nicole. We love you, Nicole, and I hope you have a lovely time on your cruise, because I know you're going on a cruise next week, and it's also her birthday in about a month's time, so that's very exciting. But yeah, that's all from this video. Have a lovely day. Bye.